friends, Lori here. I'm back. I am gonna do my September TBR. If you notice, the setup is a little bit different. I'm filming on my vlogging camera for the first time. I don't know how this is gonna work. I got some comments saying my volume was sort of not the best, so I hope this will help, but if not, I will make some adjustments. Again, anything you guys would like to see better, just comment below, but say it in a nice way, as the lady did. I appreciate it. So we are heading into September, which is fall season, and I love fall reads. I don't always love fall because we go from like summer to winter and there's no real transitional season, but I do like fall reads. So we are gonna get into it. If you've not been following, I did start my own reading challenge, so I'm gonna be working on the bookworm board. All the stuff is linked below, and I do have a video about it, and I am running it with caffeinated covers, so if you would like to participate, there will be prizes and stuff towards the end of the season. So yeah, I'm gonna start with my game that I run just for myself, and it has a big TBR jar that has a bunch of prompts in it, and I'm gonna choose from there how many prompts I'm gonna choose. I have 1 out of 6, and we were just gonna see. So this is what I'm rolling, and I'm rolling on the floor, and I'm gonna tell you guys. Okay, 5. So we have 5 prompts that we have to pull from. So let's see what the first one is. I have some books that are still on my TBR from the summer, just from the summer and from August, but ooh, a top reads of the year list 2022. I don't think I have, you know, let me go look at my thing. I like read in my bullet journal so I can like look at it, but I think there was, okay, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna do Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It should be on the way in the mail to me right now, and it is the final book in her Inheritance Game series. So I really have liked that series like a lot. It's been one of my favorites, so I think I'm gonna choose that one. So yeah, I'm going to choose the Final Gambit in that series. Sorry if the angle changed a little bit, but the next prompt I'm going to choose is, ooh, a booktuber's all-time fave. Huh. I'm gonna go look at my fall TBR to see if anything sort of falls out to me, and I will be back. So yeah, I am gonna pick up from T. Kingfisher, Nettle and Bone. Riley Marie has really liked her books and started reading a lot of them, so I'm gonna count this just because it is on my fall TBR and she has raved about it. Also, Reagan really liked it. Again, a lot of the books on my fall TBR either haven't come out yet or are smaller books that not a lot of people have read, so I'm gonna go with this one and see how I feel. It's also a super short read, which I think will be good for my commuting time as well, because I am heading back to work next week, so shorter reads will tend to be like my saving grace a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up this one, and then I have to pick, oh, and then I had to pick a book from my fall TBR. All right, let me go see if I could find one that would work, I think. So the next book I think I'm going to choose for my fall TBR is Sarah Boaton's Guide to Vampire Hunting by Roseanne A. Brown. This is a vampire novel, and it's best-selling author Rick Riordan presents best-selling YA author Roseanne Brown's middle grade debut about a preteen vampire slayer with a strong helping of Ghanaian folklore. I'm here for it. I have never really been disappointed by a Rick Riordan Present series, and I'm all here for vampires, so I'm super excited for this one. And again, I will then probably pass it on to my students as well, so that this will be a good early fall read as well. And then the next prompt, we have to choose, ooh, read a book for a male Avenger. Oh, you know what? I actually didn't read it last month, because I got a little bit distracted. But I think I'm going to pick up an Alana Andrews book so I can complete my Pedro board. I think I have the Innkeeper series. I have the graphic audio, so I think I'll probably read that. It was on a previous TBR that I just neglected. I will be honest, my August listening got a little bit off kilter because I got sick with COVID and I couldn't hear for a good 2 weeks, so I'm gonna pick up something by Alana Andrews, probably the Innkeeper series. But yeah, so That's what I'm going to read, or I'll pick up another one, but that's the one I'm going to put on my TBR, and it also is eerie and creepy, so I think it'll be great. And then we're going to talk about the last prompt for this part of the game anyway. And then top reads of the year list 2022, and I actually have the perfect one for this one, and I'm actually happy that it got picked. And this was one of the last books on my top reads of the year list, but Gallant by V.E. Schwab is a eerie and creepy read, and I've really heard some mixed things. My friend Sarah told me I have to read this in like one sitting to really get the whole experience. But I think it follows this girl named Olivia, and she sort of gets sent away to this house where her cousins live, and things start going horribly awry. So this has been on quite a few TBRs, so hopefully I will get around to it. But yeah, so these are the physical books that I hope to read for this challenge. And now I'm going to do my bookworm board where I'm going to roll again and see how many prompts I'm going to do, and we'll chat once I figure that out. So I am going all right, I want to add a couple more to it. So maybe we'll see. All right, 4. So I'm going to pick 4 prompts to complete my bookworm board, and let's see what happens there. So I'm back. If you have not been following, I do have 3 bingo boards for the fall season, and I am going to be working on the bookworm board. I am going to be picking 4 prompts. I also do have a stack of books that I would love to include on this TBR. They're just some holdovers that I have to kind of get to in August for a couple of reasons. So, but the first book is, Read a Riley recommendation. That, again, I was just trying to pick up authors, and some of these don't go actually for the bingo board, some do. A Riley rec. Well, I guess Nettle and Bone would technically work for that. Because I don't think I have any other ones by her that she's actually recommended. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna read a Riley rec is technically would be Nettle and Bone, because that's the one that she has wrecked in the past and she has enjoyed it. So I'm gonna pick up Nettle and Bone. Because I don't think I have anything else that she has read. Maybe I could read the Apollo Murders. No, you know what? I'll do Nettle and Bone just to keep my TBR a little bit smaller. And it's already on my TBR, so. And then I'm gonna try to pick. Read a book set in the past. All right, let me go see if I can find one set in the past, because I have I have a lot of options, so I can find one for that one. So I think I found a book that will work, and I actually did want to read this because I want to get to her new one. So I'm going to read Our Violet Ends by Chloe Gong. This is the second and final book in the These Violent Delight series. I did really like the first one. I think this will be, again, a nice eerie and creepy read to sort of dive me into fall. Again, September is one of those months where I tend to read romance and thrillers, so this one will be a nice book to kind of put on the TBR. So yeah, let's see what another prompt is. Read a book you're unsure about. Actually, I have a good one because there's been a lot of controversy about this book, and I did want to do a reading vlog about it, so let me go get it. So I am obviously going to try to read Lightlark by Alec Astor, and I've heard really mixed reviews. When I was at ALA, they were like giving it rave reviews, and then as everything came back, it just started getting worse and worse review about, it was a lot of TikTok drama. So I'm curious to see how I feel, and I'm curious. It says every 100 years the island of Lightlark appears for only 100 days to host a deadly game where rulers of 6 realms fight to break their curses and win unparalleled power. Each ruler has something to hide. Each curse is uniquely wicked. To break them, save themselves and their realms, one ruler must die. So again, I'm really intrigued by this. It sort of gives me All of Us Villains. That is also on my TBR, but I don't know. I'm intrigued. I've just heard mixed reports. I'm trying to go in with this book with like open mind and not get too like caught up in the drama. But I'm really intrigued to see how I feel about it. So that's why I'm going to put this on this TBR. And then the next book is Read a Thriller. So I actually have some options for this one as well. I just got a couple of thrillers as well. So I think I'm going to go find one. I just literally picked this book up, but I'm going to read The Agathas by Catherine Glasson and Liz Lawson. And it's just, it says that it had to do with like, very much inspired by Murder, She Wrote and like Nancy Drew. Welcome to Castle Cove, a town with missing girls, bad boyfriends, family secrets, and some very, very steep cliffs. So I hope I like this one. It sounds great. I just remember it gave me Pretty Dead Queen vibes, and I read that recently. It's coming out in October, and I really like that. So hopefully I like this one. So this one's a new book for me. So yeah, hopefully I will like this, and that's why I'm going to add it to this TBR. And I'm going to do two prompts anyway. Read a book with a creepy cover. Oh, I have a lot of options for this. Let's go find one. So I'm gonna pick up Direwood by Catherine Yu. I actually am on a blog tour for this in September, so I do actually need to read it. And this is also like a olden time story, but it's in this velvet-clad 1980s Gothic Kara encounters a charming vampire who wants to lure her into the woods just like her missing sister. And this is about a vampire, so I'm really excited. It sounds like it will be thriller-esque. I'm going to take the last book for this game I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna show you the other random books that are on my TBR. And yeah, a book with a curse. Lightlark could work for that. All right, you know what? Let me put that on pause because I do have Lightlark already, and the other book I want to read hasn't come out yet. A sweet read. Ooh, I actually have a good one for this one. And I do have a lot of like books I'm trying to finish, but in case I read them before September 1st, I doubt I will. I'm also going to put The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston on this, and it is Romance is Not Dead, but this isn't what she had in mind. And I think she's about a ghostwriter. I really liked all of Ashley Poston's other work, but this is like her first foray into contemporary romances. So I'm hopeful I will like this one. I'm really excited. So yeah, that is what I'm gonna read. Something sweet. I always have a crazy amount of books on my TBR, and now I'm just gonna show you the other books that are just sort of on my TBR that I just didn't get to in August. And I'm not really gonna, I'm just gonna kind of let the audiobooks decide what I read. But I want to get to Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. This is a Regency romance fairy tale. It's difficult to find a husband in Regency England when you are a young lady with only half a soul. I have heard really good things about this series, and again, I'm kind of trying to balance between really, really long reads, really, really short reads, and this. So this one I think will be a nice transitional story. A Dreadful Splendor by B.R. Myers is also an adult read, and I know Nettle and Bone technically counts, but I might just kind of throw this on here. This is another adult murder mystery with a supernatural twist. And then the last two books that I just didn't get to in August. August was such a busy month with the Magical Readathon and then the Nexus events that these just sort of fell behind the wayside. So Dreams Lay Beneath by Rebecca Ross is still on my TBR, and so is Violet Maid of Thorns. Yeah, again, I always go all in for my TBR games, and then I just have like a lot of stuff to read, but I like that. Again, I'm a list person. Let me know in the comments what are some books you're super excited to read. I would love to know. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff to read. I also have some romance books that are probably gonna pop in here before I head back to work. I also have a video I'm planning on doing for my first read of the school year. So a lot of stuff is coming. I hope you guys like the content, and again, stay safe and be well, and let me know what is the first book you hope to tackle this fall or this September, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, friends.